Introduction. The scorching deserts of Arabia. A deep silence broken by the tension of an impending battle. Today we are traveling back 1400 years to the historic day when the first great confrontation between truth and falsehood took place on the sandy battlefield of Badr. This was more than just a battle. It was a living testimony of faith, courage, and divine help from Allah. Background of the battle. When Muslims were persecuted in Mecca, they migrated to Medina. The Quraysh seized their houses, properties, and belongings. Their intention was clear: to destroy the newly emerging Islamic state in Medina. While Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his companions began their new life peacefully, the Meccan trade caravans continuously looted Muslim wealth and plotted attacks around Medina. Threat after threat pushed the situation towards war. Finally, by Allah's command, the Muslims prepared for the first defensive battle in Islamic history. Preparation of the Muslim army. The Muslim army consisted of only 313 fighters. They had only 2 horses, 70 camels, and very limited weapons. On contrary, the Quraysh sent a fully equipped army of 1,000 warriors, 100 horses, heavy armor, and decades of battle experience. The difference in numbers and power was overwhelming. But the Muslims carried something priceless: unshakable faith and complete trust in Allah. The battlefield of Badr. Badr was a strategic location surrounded by hills on 3 sides. It had important wells of water. The Muslims gained control of these wells, a major tactical advantage from the beginning. The beginning of the battle. At dawn on the 17th of Ramadan, both the armies stood face to face. According to Arab tradition, the battle began with single combat duels. From the Muslims, Hazrat Ubaidah, Hazrat Hamza, Hazrat Ali. From the Quraysh, Utbah, Shaiba, and Walid. The Muslims won these duels, raising their morale even higher. Then the main battle began. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslims advanced with discipline, unity, and the strength of faith. Hadith narrations tell us Allah sent angels to support the Muslims. A violent wind, a storm of dust, and sudden confusion in the enemy ranks all worked in favor of the believers. The turning point of the battle. As the battle intensified, the key leaders of the Quraysh fell one by one. Abu Jahl, the greatest enemy of Islam, was killed on this day. Their once powerful army began to collapse. Their courage faded, and many fled the battlefield. Meanwhile, the Muslims felt their confidence rise, for they knew Allah's help is real and victory comes only by His will. Result of the battle. When the dust settled, the outcome was clear. 70 Quraysh fighters were killed, 70 were captured, and only 14 Muslims were martyred. This was an extraordinary victory for the Muslims. The win transformed Islamic history, strengthening the state of Medina, breaking the arrogance of the Quraysh, and accelerating the spread of Islam. Importance of the Battle of Badr. The lessons of Badr remain eternal. Numbers do not determine victory. Faith is the greatest source of strength. Truth always triumphs. Allah's help is for the patient and steadfast. It proved that when people stand for truth, even limited strength becomes unlimited. Conclusion. The sands of Badr still testify that faith, courage, unity, and trust in Allah can give humans the strength of mountains. The Battle of Badr is not just history, it is a timeless lesson.